I guess we'll start with the Grounded 2 stuff. So, if you guys haven't heard, Grounded 2 has got a new big release coming out, August 11th to be exact. But what piqued my interest really about it was, we're still in early access for it, but it is also being released on PlayStation 5 at the same time as the Xbox and the Xbox PC release on August 11th. So it is coming to PS5 early access, and what got me interested in it is because when that happened with Grounded One, was they released it on PS4, PS5 when they actually came out with version 1.0, the actual release. And so I did a little digging around. Now it is unfortunately not the actual release date of Grounded 2, the full game. It does look like they have quite a lot planned after this. But we are at about the halfway mark if you go back to Grounded 1. So Grounded 2 was released in July of 2025. It is now June of 2026. Grounded 1 was in early release for 2 years and 2 months. So we're about halfway there. If everything kind of stays the same, we're looking at probably an August 2027 release for the full game. So um, that's cool to me. I actually Grounded is I've said this many times. I actually think Grounded is better than Minecraft, and Grounded 2, in my opinion, has just kind of upped the ante a little bit. There's a lot of new stuff you can do that's very fun, very cool, very interesting to do. They've added a lot of different enemies and stuff that bugs that could have easily been in the first one, but I think maybe technical limitations probably limited it. But it's been very fun for my wife and I to play, and I look forward to the new update. I probably won't end up getting it on PS5 until the full release, but it is cross-platform compatible, they said, which is cool. So if you do have PS5, then it'd be worth looking into if you were a fan of the first one.
All right. Um, I think it's interesting that you compared it to Minecraft. Why Minecraft
Yeah,
out of
how
the
it
other like survival crafting games?
okay, so like I enjoyed playing the forest, but I think I enjoyed it more because we were all playing as a group than
Mm-hmm.
if I played it by myself. I think Stranded Deep is an interesting game, but it wasn't one that was able to like keep my interest. Really, two there's really only been two survival crafting games that have actually kept my attention span long enough for me to put 100, 200 hours in, and that's
Yeah.
Minecraft and Grounded. So
Okay.
that's kind of why I compare the two.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just curious because um you like I like initially wouldn't think of Minecraft that way, but it actually, I mean, it absolutely is a survival craft game.
Oh yeah,
Just it's
absolutely.
just like
I've
I think
died on
it's
the
just this
first night.
aesthetic. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, just like at first thought, I'm like, yeah, it's Minecraft, and that's what maybe other people think the same thing too. It's Minecraft. Well, but no, yeah, it's a survival
and
craft game. It's just it's
and I think
packaged. Uh, I don't even know if you could say it's packaged for kids. It's just the aesthetic, the look of the game, and
right. It looks childish a little bit, and because you're just block characters. The
yeah.
movie was definitely aimed at kids. If
Oh,
you
well, for
if you saw
sure.
the Minecraft movie, but I also kind of think what kind of separates it from what people consider the crafting survival game is like when it first came out, it really wasn't about building something to then find the dragon and kill the ender dragon, right? It was just you just build shit
Yeah,
until you don't want to build shit anymore.
yeah. A lot of
And so
people
like
just build stuff, and I mean, there's
yeah.
channels where people just have built massive cities or massive whatever. Like I'm sure there's somebody that's built the Death Star on
Oh
Minecraft
yeah.
somewhere, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Uh it's funny that you bring that up because I think I have come across like a YouTube video or like an article or something talking about a guy. I think you're right. Like I think there was a guy that created like an actual two scale Death Star.
Hmm.
Or no, it wasn't the Death Star. It was the USS Enterprise from Star Trek.
Oh damn.
And like he's got this whole video where he like goes into and he went into like super detail too, right? He's got the spaces in between like the craft area and stuff like built out and everything. And
Hmm.
he went into this whole video about, oh, this is, this is this area and this is that area. This is where Captain Kirk sits and all this stuff.
That's wild.
And so like, yeah,
So you
they,
could go into it. It wasn't just something you could look at from the outside. You could take a tour inside.
absolutely,
That's
yeah.
wild.
Like he walks people through it. It's to scale, like full size, right? And of course, it's like fucking huge because I think the USS, I think they state in Star Trek, and I'm not a Trekkie, right? I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm not a Trekkie, but I believe the
Yeah, I'm not a
USS
nerd.
Enterprise. If I remember correctly, like I believe the Enterprise was built in outer space because it would have been too big to build on Earth, right?
Yeah,
And so like
I think that's
it's just
mentioned in
this,
like one of the newer Star Trek movies.
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
it's mentioned
I
in the
think
old
I think
ones,
that's right.
but
But
yeah.
it's like fucking huge. And this guy, I mean, he credit to him, he did it. And that's so like, because the creative version of Minecraft is as big, if not bigger, than the actual, like story version,
Hmm.
so to speak. I don't think people necessarily put it in that same category as like Stranded Deep or The Forest
Yeah.
or Grounded 2. But I've only ever played it as a survival crafting game myself. So
Hmm.
that's kind of why I always put it in that same category.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I didn't even know Minecraft could be beat until we played it as a
Hmm.
group and finished the game. It's like, oh, this game actually isn't just to go on forever and do jack shit with your life. Um, but another reason
Yeah,
Minecraft is popular, and I know we got off, we veered towards Minecraft instead of what the topic was, which is
that's all right. Grounded too,
Grounded
but yeah,
2.
yeah,
But Minecraft is also a physics engine. A lot of people do like
yeah.
physics experiments in Minecraft
Hmm.
because it, you can build a computer in Minecraft, like a working computer in Minecraft,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely.
which is weird.
My son comes across these fucking shorts all the time on YouTube
Yeah.
Kids, and it's these Minecraft worlds, but it's this guy or it's this player or whatever, and he's just going down the rails and he's just passing skibbity toilets and fucking like Coco Melon characters and
Yeah.
stuff, but they're like moving. They like move as you drive past them because of the all the like the redstone and shit that you
Yep.
can use, and so they like move their hands and stuff. It's fucking crazy what he's shown. Well, he hasn't shown me. I happen
Oh
to.
yeah.
My son doesn't like to let me see anything that he's watching because he's worried that I'm gonna take it away from him. But
Oh man, that translates into the teenage years as well. Shuts the computer real quick. Ah,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing anything in here.
That's
Um,
but yeah, like I've come across him watching all sorts of crazy shit on Minecraft,
yeah.
and that that's again that's one of the reasons why I think Minecraft has lasted as long as it has, right? And
Mhm.
that's if you compare it to like the forest or whatever, yeah, it's cool for a little while that you can build this giant base and you have to defend yourself against these like crazy fucking cannibal people. Uh, but like I can only do that for so long, and then it's like, okay, what the fuck else am I supposed to do here?
Hmm. And that's another game. The
Uh,
Forest is another game where, like I got into that game really early on, like early development when the
hmm,
story wasn't even complete. Um,
sure.
and it was again. This is another one. It wasn't until we played as a group that it was like I was actually getting into the story, and then we
Right, right.
accidentally stumbled onto the end of the game.
The end of it, yeah, and
Because
that,
we
and
were
that
planning
that
on
was
doing all the
another thing,
crafting and everything, and all of a sudden, oh shit, we
right?
found where this place we needed to go, and it happened to be the lab or
Yeah,
whatever.
right. And that's yeah, that was another thing that I would bring up. Like, yeah, like we spent a few weeks like building stuff and kind of searching around little by little, and then just that
Yeah.
one day, it was like, oh shit, here's where we're supposed to go, and it was over.
Yeah, and I mean the
Like it was
funny
just,
thing was
it was just
we were
over after that.
tempted to turn around and leave the cave, go back to camp, but one of us decided, hey, let's go a little deeper, and then oh
Yeah,
hey look
let's
we found
okay,
something.
let's just see where, yeah, let's just see where this leads.
Oh, it leads to the end of
Oh
the
man.
game. Okay.
And that to compare it, and again, I know we had originally started this topic on Grounded, but
Mhm.
that's another thing about Grounded too, though. Like there's because there's so many different caves and stuff, um, you can kind of get lost in it, right? And like
Yeah.
it could end up just being like an anthill that doesn't lead to anywhere, right? Whereas like the beauty of Minecraft is you could burrow all you want into into a mine or into wherever, or just walk across this endless map. But if you don't use the ender pearls, you're not going to accidentally come across the end.
Yeah.
Even if you happen to find like the portal or whatever, if you don't have the right stuff, you're not going to be able to activate the portal.
Right stuff.
And so yeah.
No, never mind. I won't even
I
bring it
forgot
up.
what.
I won't even bring it up. We'll get derailed even more.
And so it's just like I think that's a very interesting aspect of it, because it kind of forces you to decide you want to finish the game, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the others that kind of there's just a point in time when you get to the right spot, and it just happens to be the end of the
hmm
game.
Um.
And so
Yeah, for both of those games, even going back to Grounded, I haven't played Grounded 2 yet. For some reason, I have just it's been one of those things where I just drew a line in the sand. I played the
yeah,
first one,
yeah, gonna wait
almost
for
got to the end, but didn't care about it enough to finish.
it.
But I
I was a
just
big
don't
fan of
want to play
Grounded.
the
Yeah.
second one. It's again, it's in like the beta or whatever, early access is what
Early
they call it.
access or whatever they
It's
call it.
basically the
Yeah.
beta. They just call it early access so they
Mhm.
can justify making you spend money on something that's not complete. Um,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean, it's still entertaining. The first one was really entertaining
Mm.
to me, but with that one, and I would say any survival crafting game for me, the fun of them isn't necessarily the beating it or finding the end or whatever. It is the crafting. It's like building my base
Yeah,
and
yeah.
perfecting the base and growing it, discovering things to help add to what I'm building. I mean, that was the whole fun for me
Mhm.
of Grounded. Oh, like, oh shit, we got these items now. We've got them scanned in, and now we can build better armor or better defenses. And that was
Right.
what like drew me to those games and other crafting games. Like, what can I do? How much can I accomplish to just build something cool? And
Yeah.
so
And I
once I've done that, or once I've played it long enough that the novelty wears off, I tend to
mm,
just drift away from them. So I never finished like the actual
sure.
story of any of these games.
Yeah, and I get that. And like, you know, I completely understand like the hesitancy. Even though my wife and I both love playing it, it's one of the few games that we do generally play together. And she was really excited to get into it. I did have reservations because there were a few times when in Grounded One, when the update happened, it basically ruined everything that I had built before, right?
Yeah,
Or like it put something in an area where now I can't expand on my base anymore.
yeah,
And so it kind of makes you want to like then start over. To its credit, Grounded 2 has not been that way. And so my guess is they got a lot of negative feedback by people who spent hours
yeah,
building these bases, and then only to have the update fucking ruin everything. And so like where we've built our base now, there's nothing, even though there's new enemies and stuff that might walk by, uh, there isn't any plants or there isn't like another landmark or anything that just happened to be in that spot. Everywhere else that I've built is still in the exact same
yeah.
like space, and it still has room to expand where I've built it. And so I think they've done a better job this time of really finishing the areas that they're releasing and then only releasing new areas, if
Okay.
that makes sense. You
Yeah.
know, and so it's made it a lot more enjoyable for me because again, like every time there was an update and one of my bases got fucked up or you know, or there was just like something kind of in the way and now I have to like completely redesign what I had originally intended. It just made me want to start the game over. And
Mhm.
once you start to think like like it's funny because you know I never really seem to have an issue starting a new game in Minecraft, but like with Grounded, it was always like, man, I put all this fucking work into this, and now I'm thinking about just starting over. Like,
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I think that
you
happened to
know,
me on Grounded too. That's probably one of the reasons that I took a very long break from it because I was playing it for a
mhm,
while when it first came out, like me, you, V, um, and then I almost feel like it was one of those situations where I went in, all my shit was gone, or the base was
yeah.
completely destroyed, something, and like, well, I'm gonna turn this off,
Yeah.
and then I didn't play it again until I was playing
Yeah.
with like you and your wife, and I don't know if there's a somebody I can't remember if somebody Nico was
Nico
playing with
played
us.
with us
Okay,
for a
that's
little bit. I think he joined us at the end.
yeah, he did because he
Um,
kind of like
yeah,
took my spot as I somehow
kind of drifted away from it
drifted
for a
away
little
from
while.
it. I can't remember what happened. I
Yeah.
couldn't play for a few weeks or whatever, and then I just like, yeah, fuck it. Because I did. I basically said, yeah, y'all don't have to wait for me. Finish the game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Because we
Yep.
are really close to the end. I think.
I mean we were like we kind of got stuck on that part where you know, and spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't played the first one, but you know, now that it's available on PlayStation and they just gave it away on PS Plus, um I've actually had a lot of people hit up ask me questions about how you find the pond lab and where you go and how
Oh
you get
damn.
into the thing and everything. So I actually, you know, I went and I redid. I haven't gotten a chance to edit the video yet, but like I redid like a video on specifically what buttons you press, where you go, how
Yeah.
you know where the air is and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
stuff people want to see. How to? They want to see a
yeah,
walkthrough or
right.
something. Like 100.
And so
percent
you know, I at some point I'll get that out.
Once no
um,
one cares anymore.
but um, like where you and I ended, we kind of got stuck at that part where we have to defend the three mixers while it creates the embiggening cocktail for us.
Mm.
And that's basically there's like one more thing we have to do before we can use the embiggening cocktail and finish the game. So we were literally right at the
Yeah, that's
end.
funny. Yeah, I think Grounded. The first Grounded is actually. So you said it came out on PS Plus recently. That's what
Yeah.
my kids have been playing like for the last few
Mm.
weeks or since it came out. It's just the first Grounded, like nonstop.
It's yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like you know, like my wife will tell you the same thing. I've been replaying it on PlayStation probably for the last week and a half,
Yeah,
and it's been the only game I've been playing for a while. So it's definitely got
yeah,
me back into it. And like again, because everything's already finished,
yeah.
you know, I know where I want to build my base. I know how I want to build my base. I know where I'm going to get all this stuff to actually make the base worth making, as opposed to, you know, kind of putting it together a little bit here and then going back and
Mhm.
redoing everything once I get new stuff. So it's been fun replaying it. It's been a lot of fun actually. um,
Yeah, I don't want to earn all that stuff again.
so that's the other thing that I've told myself, right? It's one of those things where like I'm going for the achievements and like nothing else.
Okay.
And so like you only have to find 10 scabbies to get the trophy for it. So it's like if I happen to come across there's like 30 of them I think total.
Hmm.
And it's like, you know, if I happen to come across the others, I'm gonna pick them up, and I'm not just gonna pass over. But I've got my 10 for the trophy. If I don't find any more the rest of the game, I'm gonna be okay with that. uh,
All right.
and so it's been It's been a lot more fast paced is not the right term for it. Um, but I've been going through the game at a considerably faster pace than
Mm.
I did originally because I'm not like spending so much time building random stairs here and there so I can
Yeah.
get all those little things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Grounded 2.
New update, August 11th. The latest update, the summer update was actually just released I think in the end of May? No, the end of April. That's actually been a lot of fun too because it
Okay.
expanded on and so like like I was saying talking about Grounded 2 like it's Grounded just bigger, right? And so in the first one you can have pets, but in the second one you can actually train and ride insects. So that it started with, you could find if you found a, like a red ant egg, you could then breed the red ant, and not only would it be a pet for you, but it will also, you can ride it, so you can carry more stuff, or you can get to different areas because,
That's cool.
it can chew through some of the tree roots and stuff.
Yeah.
In the latest update, they added another one. You can now you can two technically. You can now ride a spider. You can get a spider's egg and you can hatch it and you can ride a spider. And the spider like will crawl up the spider web like you're normally walking. You can jump off it, so you can get to different areas of the map that you wouldn't be able to if you didn't have that ability. Um, Now I haven't done it yet, but the one of the other updates is you can also breed a ladybug, and like the ladybug's interesting because not only is it like big and defenseful, but you can also apparently you put like a water gun on top of it, and so you can shoot enemies with this special type of water that like paralyzes them, or if they're infected, it takes away the infection and stuff like that. It's there's
Hmm.
a lot of cool shit. There's a lot of
Okay.
cool shit with it. And they've got a garter snake in it. I don't know if you remember. There was this rumor that they were going to add a boss into the first one, and it was going to be a giant snake, and they never did it. But it's definitely in the second one. There's definitely a snake in the second one, and like I'm sure at some point you're going to be able to kill it, but right now you can't.
Maybe you can't at the end
Uh,
either. They go, yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe
just a
it's just
deterrent more
it's
than
just there.
anything.
Yeah. But
All right.
they've upped the ante in the enemies as well. So, in the first one, a praying mantis was one of the end game bosses. Now they're just basic enemies that you can run across in the fucking
Mm.
as you're going through the yard. Um, and so it's just a bigger grounded, and
Okay.
I can't wait for the full project to be out because it's been a lot of fun. So
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
Play Grounded 2.
And if you have a PS5, it looks great. Now I play it on PC. It probably doesn't look as good as on a PC, but I promise you this: it will look better on PS5 than it will on Xbox Series X.
Well,
Because I've said that
that's a given.
about every game I've played on
I was
both.
looking at Grounded 1, and I was about
Mm.
to have a segue into the next topic, but before we do, um, my like I said, my kids have been playing the first Grounded on their PS5s. Yeah, I said that with an S on the end. I'm retarded.
I have
It
three of
looks
them myself, so
amazing.
I.
Like the first Grounded looks amazing on PlayStation 5.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah. No,
was
it looks
looking at it, I
good.
was like, damn, is that the first one? And when they
Mhm.
told me, yeah, it's the first one, I was thinking it looks it looks way better on their PlayStations than it did when I played
Yeah.
it on PC, I feel like.
Mhm. And I've you and I've had this discussion a few times on this podcast before in previous episodes. I since day one, right? Since day one, I've said I find the graphics on PlayStation infinitely better than on Xbox.
Oh yeah.
And there are occasions when I think the PlayStation looks better than the PC port as well.
Yeah.
Um, And so it hats off to PlayStation because they put a lot of time into that shit. So their shit looked good. Not gonna lie.
Good job, PlayStation. Even though I dislike you for other
Yeah.
reasons. Um,
Right, yeah.
but I
That actually, shoot, man, the changing of the industry and all
mm,
the layoffs and stuff, that could be another podcast episode too that we talk
oh
about.
yeah.
Because there's been a lot of shit going down,
Mm,
and everybody, it's so funny, and not to get off topic or anything, because I know we're gonna switch it up here a little bit, but uh, it's been hilarious to me to watch the all the excitement of Game Pass going back to $2 cheaper a month than it was.
oh
All that good PR to just go straight down the fucking shitter because of all the layoffs and like the
mm,
the closing of the certain like the different studios and stuff. And it's just like, what the
yeah.
fuck is going on?
I just wonder, like Microsoft has not always had the best luck with their game studio. I know for a while Microsoft was losing money on Xbox. This was many years ago, and I don't know if that's still the case.
Well, for a long time, Game Pass was keeping them afloat.
Or I think
But
Sony was probably losing
because
money with PlayStation as well, though, at one point.
yeah, and so Xbox Game Pass was keeping them afloat until they got greedy and they kept upping their prices to
Yeah.
the point where I mean when they announced their last price increase, I guess they lost 2 million survivors subscribers,
May as well call it
and
survivors.
so
We're trying to
yeah.
survive out here in this game world.
And so I think they realized that they kind of fucked up there. Um, but like it bled into other areas, and
Yeah.
now they're talking about like I think they laid off 1,100 employees within the last 2 months or something, which is basically like half their staff.
Eh,
But and like not to get too much into this, because I could go on and on about it. I think the biggest problem is like they're laying off the wrong people, right? They're making decisions. Take Fable for example, right? Fable gets announced that they're remastering Fable. Everybody's excited. Then they show the picture of the character you're going to be, and it's this fucking butch ass, ugly fucking woman that no one wants to play as.
yeah.
And so everybody's like, "What the fuck is going on? This is stupid. Why are you doing this? Because you do that." And they do this in every game, and it's not like the lower devs, right? The coders are not making this decision. It's the higher ups. And so they're laying off the people that are coding the game, but keeping the people that make those shitty fucking decisions in place.
Hmm.
And so you're just taking longer to create the same content, same content that no one wants to buy. And like, I mean, you see it in Sony too. Like, I don't want to say that it's an exclusively an Xbox thing
No,
because it's
no, it's
not.
absolutely everywhere.
Yeah. And so and this is why everybody gets so hyped for a new Stellar Blade or a new like Eastern developer, right? When people hear there's a From Software game coming out, they know it's going to be a From Software game and it's not going to be some fucking modern audience bullshit.
Yeah.
And so they keep these people that for some reason seem to think that making games that nobody wants is a good idea. While they try and make up the cost by firing everybody that's actually there to make sure the game launches on time.
No, who you got to fire is the probably the producers,
Hmm.
and then the CEO.
Yeah, absolutely,
Because it's
absolutely,
people,
and
it's
that's
the producers, and the decision makers who need to be fired.
because we could talk about look at the new God of War game, and we brought this up
We talked about it
last
last
week
week. Yeah.
right, and it's just like nobody. And not to bring up another YouTuber for you to go watch him, but like Asmongold had a good take on this. It's like you can compare it to Hollywood, right?
Hmm.
Like nobody buys Ellen Page as Achilles, but you put Brad Pitt as Achilles, and people will go fucking spend $100 million on that fucking movie, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
people don't want
luckily
to
she's
look at
not
ugly
Achilles.
people.
We'll go ahead and squash that rumor. She's not,
It's
or
okay,
he,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
whoever it
yeah,
is
it
not
them,
Achilles. That was a rumor. That
yeah,
individual is in the movie, but I don't know what their
mm,
role is in the
sure, sure,
movie.
yeah.
Not Achilles though.
My guess is she'll still be playing a man.
The smallest
I
man
got
in
a
history.
Yeah, I've got another take on that too. In that simple vein here in a second, but like like it's like people don't want to go watch ugly people on TV, right? People don't want to play as ugly people in fantasy games. People don't want to play as ugly people in realistic games, and so like it's
True.
by trying to say, oh no, this is what a real person looks like, and then you see the picture of the actual model that Lu Fei was modeled after, and you realize, no, you intentionally made this fucking woman ugly. People
Yeah.
get turned off by that shit, right? And
Wasn't it the
so
actress from Game of Thrones? Is that who it is?
I don't
Who played
I don't know.
Cersei?
It's not
Or no, or is it the
no no
girl
no no.
from
It's not Lena Headey.
it's
No.
the girl who played in the Daredevil series, I believe.
That yeah. She was the love
Yeah.
interest. She was the other. She was like the lawyer partner or whatever
Yeah.
in the Daredevils. Yeah,
That's who it
absolutely.
is. They kind of look
Um,
the same to me sometimes.
yeah. I can see that. One's a little bit more redheadish. One's a little
Yeah,
more
that,
blonde. But I mean, you
yeah,
could.
yeah.
That's all.
We'll call
What
it
kind
like
of hair color
strawberry
dye you want?
blonde.
Yeah.
There's a little red in there.
But this is my own take on this, right? And I came up with this after the the new Stellar Blade game came out.
Hmm.
Uh, leftists and modern alternists will praise a grown ass man acting like a fucking 12-year-old girl, Dylan Mulvaney, and they'll say how he's so courageous and fucking such a creative genius. But then they'll turn around and they'll shit on a 30-year-old woman who just happens to look like she might be 18 or 19 years old.
I
you
mean,
know,
I've seen them. They
like
exist. They're real. They're real.
until my wife got pregnant and she put on a little bit of weight, everybody thought that she was my daughter. Like this is a true story. This is a true story. We had just finished the second season of
I
the
just
Haunted
thought you were
Hathaways.
disgusting, man. What are you doing? That's your daughter.
Right? Yeah. Now keep in mind, my wife was well into her 30s at the time. But we had just finished season 2 of the Haunted Hathaways, and we're at the wrap party, and the first assistant director saw me and her when we were standing there and we're talking, and she came up to me and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you had a daughter." I was like, "No, this is my girlfriend." She's like 32.
He's like, no, this is
Oh
my
my god.
girlfriend.
Oh, I'm
Oh
so
shit!
sorry.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
club. Damn,
Yeah.
do you want to raise?
But it was yeah, like it's
That's
people
funny.
don't people just for whatever reason just like don't have any idea of like genetics
Yeah, I
or
mean, it's
like
only
how
American
much
or only Western culture or Western people who
yeah.
are ignorant to that stuff. Like, really, honestly, they like we just don't get out enough. We don't experience enough things,
Right.
and so we get
Right.
stuck in our own in ourselves,
Mhm.
and we're so self centered that we don't
Right.
see the
Right.
world around us. Like, no, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of other cultures and a lot of Eastern culture where they're different. You know, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, go talk to
It
any
it
black
oh,
man and ask him how old he is. He's probably way older than what you thought he was.
yeah. And like the crazy thing is like, I didn't really notice it a lot until I started dating my wife. And because she watches all sorts of like Korean dramas on Netflix, right? It's like
Mhm.
some of her favorite stuff to watch. And you would think you were watching like a high school, like teenage drama. And no, these people are supposed to be 30, 35 years old.
Mhm.
and and then you do even the tiniest little bit of research and it's like Yeah, okay, it makes perfect sense. They eat very healthily, you know. They don't eat until they're full. They eat when they until they've had
Oh yeah,
enough,
they
you
have
know.
proper
They
portions.
right, you know, they don't eat this fucking over processed sugary fat foods like we do here. They eat naturally grown vegetables and shit. And so like, you know, their style, their lifestyle is that much different than ours. And so we tend to look older than we are because we destroy ourselves with this fucking poison we call food. And they don't. And they
Delicious.
don't. Hey, I'm not complaining. That's right. I'll go to McDonald's every fucking day if you want.
I'll be ugly as fuck, but I'll be full.
You know, but yeah, I'm not gonna stay here and fucking, you know, try and pretend that it's some healthy food that I'm eating. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for my health.
But yeah, I mean, like Asian women do age slower. I mean, there is a point.
Yeah.
There is a point. I've said this before.
Oh,
There
yeah,
is an
there's a
age
cliff
where
for sure. Yeah.
they hit a wall, and it is hard.
hmm You you go from looking 20, 21 years old
To look at
until like
85.
all of a sudden you're like, yeah, you're like 85, 90 years old. Like it's like overnight too. Like it's crazy.
I
And
mean,
so
Lucy
it
Liu
it
still looks good
yeah.
though.
She, you know,
No,
I
actually,
don't
have
know
I
if
seen
she's
a
had
recent
any.
picture of her yet? Oh yeah, you got to find somebody who's natural. You can't look at Hollywood.
I was gonna say, yeah, like she's Lucy Liu. Let's take
I could be
a random.
wrong.
I mean,
I
yeah,
should,
she actually still looks pretty good. Like you can tell that she's older, right?
yeah.
She's
Oh
kind of
yeah.
got like her facial features.
If
You
she
know, you can
loses
tell
her
she looks
money,
older,
then
but
you know.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
But that's just you know it's just their lifestyle. Like you
mhm.
again, you know somebody brought up like K-pop stars, right?
Oh yeah.
Again, they all look like they're fucking, you know, the same age as like NSYNC was when they
Hmm.
were around. But no, these women are like 30
40-year-old
years
men.
old.
They're probably
Yeah.
40-year-old men.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. You don't know which one's a man and which one's a woman
Right,
either, because
yeah,
the
that's
guys look
yeah.
just as good as the girls sometimes.
Yeah.
Be careful if you're going to Korea or
Especially Thailand. They
Thailand.
call it
Yeah.
Bangkok, not Bangkok. So just uh
That's funny. My
all
boss
right.
has a sign
I'm
on her
sorry though.
door. That's called a garbage can, not a garbage can't, or not a garbage cannot.
That's funny. So moving on, I've got two things, and I'll let you decide.
All right.
The Steam Machine, finally has been announced. The pricing points. There's four different ones,
Hmm.
and Mike Myers has confirmed after 20 years of rumors that an Austin Powers 4 is in not in production, but is a go, and I guess they're getting ready to make another movie. So I'll leave it up to you. Which one would you like to talk about?
All right. So I'll tell you my opinion on the one I don't want to talk about first. And I do not give a shit about Mike Myers anymore.
And you know, and like that's actually why I wanted to bring this up because I was thinking about this too, and when I saw that Austin Powers was announced, I was like, wow, I did not expect to not give a shit so
Oh
much
yeah, exactly.
about this announcement.
And I'll be
One,
honest,
you know, I
I
didn't.
thought the third one jumped the shark. So to have a
Yeah,
fourth
I was
one,
about to say,
I don't care.
yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Goldmember is a very good movie. In
It was
fact, I actually thought it was
yeah, it was
terrible.
terrible in my opinion. They like
Um,
everything, every joke was the same, and then they doubled down on shitty, overplayed jokes. The first one, second
yeah,
one,
yeah,
both great. I liked both of them.
yeah. Oh yeah, I did too. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, and the fact that like Vern Troyer obviously is not going to be in the movie.
Ah, they can bring him back.
So you know, yeah, I guess they could AI him in there. Yeah, I guess that's true. But you know, like what I was like really what kind of came across my my head was, man, I don't think I really care about Mike Myers films as much as I thought I did.
Nope.
Because, it's like there's a couple that I sometimes think about, oh, it'd be cool to watch this again. The first two Austin Powers movies would be one. Um,
I've only got
and
three.
then so I married an axe murderer,
Those are the
and
only
that's
three.
that's about it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're on the same page with that.
Like,
I'm not a fan of Mike Myers, to be honest with you. I'll watch Shrek, but I have
yeah.
kids, so that doesn't count.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, it's not going to be
It's
something
not
where I
really
was
a
like, oh
Mike
man,
Myers fan film.
yeah,
It's just Shrek.
they're yeah, they're coming out with a new Shrek movie. I can't wait.
I
No,
probably wouldn't watch
it's
that either.
my
Just
kids
like
can't wait.
I don't care about they're coming out with a new Toy Story. Let's wrap it up. Come on,
Yeah,
those toys wouldn't be
yeah.
around anymore.
And that's like I have heard that now I don't know this for sure because again I didn't even know there was a Toy Story 5 until my oldest son's tutor mentioned it. But I will say it's a little it is kind of an interesting idea if it is what they say it is. So this one is about like the new kids that have like iPads and
Yeah.
Fire tablets and stuff. And the parents have decided that they don't want them on those electronic devices anymore, so they break out these old toys to try and weed them off of like the tablets and stuff, which I think is kind of an interesting idea.
Sure, but it's not
But yeah, I mean,
realistic.
right, right, and in terms of like giving a shit about it,
Yeah. I mean, let's be
like
honest. If you
I
give
just
your
don't.
kids
Yeah,
heroin, they're not going to go back to something that's not going to give them. And that's what a tablet is, or that's what your phone is.
yeah,
It's instant,
and
instant dopamine. You're not going to get that from a
mm,
fucking like
you're
pull
not.
string
Yeah.
doll.
And like to my son's credit, he's great. Like he'll watch his tablet for a little bit and then he'll put it down and he'll play with his toys.
Yeah.
And so he's either A, way smarter than I would have been at his age, or B, like he generally believes that, watching this tablet is not as beneficial to him as like kind of creating his own stories, so to speak.
Hmm.
And so this is also what makes me think that he's going to grow up and want to be an actor because he'll see somebody do something on like a YouTube short, and then he'll immediately put the tablet down and try and recreate
Oh, that's
that
cool.
specific, yeah. And so he to his credit, he's actually really good about it, and I literally did nothing
Hmm.
to make that happen. So my son he's just a better person than I am.
You know.
But yeah, I think we're on the same page with that. Then,
Hmm.
like the Mike Myers is, and it's one of those things where like you're thinking about it now, like he's kind of treated as like a Mount Rushmore figure of comedy movies, and
He's
in
really a
reality,
one
like
trick pony.
yeah, all his shit is like, oh yeah, it was cool to see it the one time, but I immediately forget everything about it as soon as we walk out of the theater, you
He
know?
he can play Mike Myers, or and he can play a Scottish guy.
A Scottish Mike Myers.
Yeah, I mean, and he is Scottish, so it's not even that much of a stretch.
Yeah.
Um, Fat bastard. Most of the people in So I Married an Axe Murderer,
Yeah, yeah.
and then Shrek. They're all Scottish.
They're all Scottish, yeah. The only thing you're missing in Shrek is the kilt. But, Shrek would definitely be a Scottish guy. And so okay, yeah, that answers my question. Like my first thought would be like, man, is anybody even remotely interested in this? Like, how did this even come
Like,
up in topic?
what are they gonna do with
Apparently it
Scott?
was, yeah. Well, so the way that they were explaining it, again, take this as a grain of salt because this was Trevor Noah, who's another shitty fucking comedian. who literally ran one of the funniest shows and the most watched show on Comedy Central, ran that shit into the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was Jon Stewart, I'd be so fucking mad, right? Here you go. You build one of the most watched show on Comedy Central, and probably, arguably, the number one best like news parody comedy show ever. And then you get this guy who's supposed to, take it to another level because he's, worldwide Trevor Noah. And he just fucking runs it into the ground immediately because he's a fucking retard.
Yeah, it's
But
kind of.
he,
Well, I won't get into Trevor Noah. I liked him at one point,
yeah,
and then I like he got famous.
yeah,
His
and that
opinions changed when he got
it's amazing.
famous.
Yeah, he joined the club, right?
Yeah.
Instead of sticking to his guns, he took the Hollywood black card and ran with it, and it's a shame. But apparently, he had a watch party at one of the U.S. soccer games, and Mike Myers was there for whatever reason. And that's when he confirmed that he was getting the gang back together for Austin Powers 4. And I'm just like, I was just like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like, who
I
at
don't.
this point is like, man,
No one's
it's
gonna
been 20
watch it.
years since an Austin Power movie. We need another one.
That's the thing. No one will watch it. I guess we're talking about Austin Powers, but no one is going to watch it. Everybody who cared about it, I feel like was probably gonna be in the same boat as us.
Yeah,
They're
we
not gonna
moved
watch
on.
it, and everybody and all the young people, they have no fucking clue, so they're not gonna give a shit.
Yeah,
Like
like
there's no
you know,
nostalgia. There's no nostalgia. They were fun. They were
yeah,
great. Just like if another Zoolander came out, I'm out.
right. Yeah, no one would watch that. And today, and like you said, today's movie going audience, one, James Bond is not nearly as popular as it was when I was, that age.
Yeah.
And so it made sense why Austin Powers came out when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like you're talking a character that was created 20 fucking years ago. Again, take my son for example. If I was just like, "Hey buddy, when I was your age, I used to love this." My kid would be like, "I don't fucking care." Like that was
Yeah.
200 years ago. Why would I give a
Yeah.
shit about
The
that?
first Austin Powers came out in the 1900s.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe he's going through a divorce and he needs the money, or I don't know. I don't
Oh, let's
understand
see. The
why.
first one was 97. The second one was 99. Third one was 2002. They're all old as fuck. They're all older than 20
Right.
years.
And so, but okay, so 97, right? Let's see when GoldenEye was released.
Ooh,
95.
yeah,
You have
perfect timing.
you have you have probably the best James Bond movie of all time. Comes out in 95. And then you do the spoof on it 2 years later. And that's why it's as successful as it is,
Yeah.
because it's so relevant to something that is extremely popular at the time. But like when was the last Bond film?
I just had one.
20 Okay, so 2021. So we're talking 5 years ago. But like I didn't even know this movie came out. I've never heard of No Time to Die.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Before that it was Spectre in 2015. Right? So we're talking
We
we're
have a
talking
new
10
Bond
years.
now, right? It's not Daniel Craig anymore.
Well, okay, so yeah, so
Because
Daniel
Spectre
Craig,
was
I
Daniel
don't
Craig, I
think.
think.
Right. So Daniel Craig was which I actually liked his first one. I thought his first one was really good, and I'm trying to think of what it was called. Casino Royale, right?
Yeah.
So Casino Royale I thought was really good. And then they tried to do, instead of individual stories like the previous Bonds, then they tried to start doing like the sequels. And so Quantum of Solace came out and it wasn't quite as good. Skyfall came out, and that one I didn't even bother seeing. I didn't even bother seeing Spectre. And like I said, I didn't even realize No Time to Die was even a thing.
I haven't seen any Bond films since Pierce Brosnan,
Okay. Yeah. Well,
and his last one wasn't
he was
doing that hot.
before Daniel Craig.
Yeah, that's what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying.
No, I feel, dude,
His
I feel
last one was Halle
so
Berry, right?
bad. Yeah, I feel so bad for Pierce Brosnan because I mean, I'm still a little partial to Sean Connery, but that's because like he's remembered as James Bond because he was the first James Bond, right? So
And he was the
just by
first
default,
non-English James Bond.
yeah,
What was
yeah,
he? Is he also
and
Scottish?
he's Scottish. Yeah,
What's with all these
he was
Scots?
Mr. World. He was Mr. World before he was an actor. But like so everybody gets compared to uh um Sean Connery because he just happened to be the first one, and that's just
Yeah.
that it does that in everything, right? Everybody gets compared to Michael Keaton as Batman because he was the first Batman. Well, he not the first Batman. I take that back. He was the first movie Batman.
Yeah, Sean
Um,
Connery wasn't the first James Bond either. He's just the most memorable one.
he was James Bond in Doctor No. That's the first one, right?
Mm, I don't think he was the first one. Let's see. Could be wrong.
Yeah, Sean Connery and Ursula Andress were the two main stars in Doctor No.
Mm.
The first film in the James Bond
Oh, okay.
series
All right.
starring Sean Connery as the fictional MI6 agent. Now, to your point, um, the dude who wrote the book, Ian Fleming, absolutely fucking hated Sean Connery as James Bond because he said he looked too buff, he looked too like pretty, and that's not what James Bond is. James Bond is like an average guy who just happens to be like a super awesome super spy.
Yeah.
And so he hated the fact that Sean Connery was
Interesting.
cast as James Bond, which would also make sense as to why they went to Roger Moore afterwards, because Roger Moore is not known as a very attractive individual. You're not going to see him in Time magazine's Sexiest Man Alive anytime soon. So,
Hmm.
um,
Oh, you know who the
but like
first
Daniel
James Bond
Craig,
was? Um, Sorry, getting off topic. Barry
no,
Nelson.
yeah,
Because James Bond was like there's a TV show uh
oh,
in 1954, an Americanized version of the character. Jimmy Bond. Interesting. That is
would you say his name is first actor to
Barry
portray James Bond? Oh,
Barry
Barry Nelson. Yeah,
Nelson.
yeah, yeah. For some reason, yeah. Okay, I saw that too. For whatever reason, I didn't think that was the name that you said, but
What did you think I said?
but yeah. But
Did you say Harry
it does
Ballstein?
say according to Copilot, the first actor to portray James Bond was Barry Nelson, although Sean Connery is often remembered as the first official James Bond.
Because he was the first movie James Bond.
Right, right.
Okay. Well, we'll take the movie
That
James
makes
Bond over that other guy. Jimmy Bond. Get out of here. Freaking
sense. Jimmy
Americans
Bond.
again.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point though. Who in America goes by James, right?
Yeah.
It's
You know who
always
Jimmy
Jimmy or
is?
Jim.
Is that stupid guy that follows Lois Lane around in the newspaper.
Yeah. um, but like, yeah. So like, kind of getting back to where we were talking about. Yeah, like, I didn't even know, and now I know they're trying to, they're trying to bring back the James Bond franchise to prominence with Idris Elba as the new James Bond, but he's already stated he's like, hey, like I'm not going to take this role because then I'm going to be looked at as the DEI James Bond. If you want me to play, he's
He's
like, if you
not
want me to play
wrong.
like a right, and and don't get me wrong, I love Idris Elba as an
Yeah.
actor. I think he's phenomenal. But he's not wrong about this. Like you start race swapping James Bond, which has been around for fucking ever, and the first thing people are going to think of is, oh, here we go again, more DEI bullshit. And so he stated, "I'm not going to be James Bond, but if you want to create a black MI6 agent, I'll fucking, I'll play that, but I'm not playing James Bond."
And he's got the right idea too. Don't
Yeah, and
replace
absolutely.
already created characters. Just make new
Mm.
characters.
Just
Why is
make it,
everybody
yeah, just
afraid
make a
of
new
being
one.
creative? It's the craziest thing I've
Yeah.
ever heard. Like, why are you afraid of being creative?
Yeah.
Create
Yeah.
a new
It's
character.
well, they're I would venture to say they're not afraid of being creative. I think they're afraid of their movie not being very good.
It's okay. There's tons of not very good movies, and some of the movies you spend billions
Yeah.
of dollars or millions of dollars on
Yeah.
suck because of your inability to take risks.
Right.
Every
And that's
billionaire has
I
said they had to take a lot of risk and lose a lot of money before they got money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I see the story about Elon Musk all the time. He's like I created Tesla. I was a millionaire, but then I literally sold everything I had outside of maybe $100 to start SpaceX, and now
Yeah,
the dude's a 2 trillionaire.
yeah. And
Right?
you know what?
Mark
Thomas Edison
Mark
said.
Cuban.
Oh, go ahead, Mark
I was
Cuban.
just gonna say Mark Cuban says the same thing, right? Like people, he created some. He was like an early tech guy who maybe he teamed up with like Jeff Bezos or something, but he had this idea to just sell random shit online. Or no, he created Yahoo, and
Did
he
he
ended
create
up
Yahoo
selling
first?
Yahoo. So the Yahoo Mail, he created Yahoo Mail. It wasn't called Yahoo Mail when he created it, but he sold it to Yahoo for like $1 billion or something,
Hmm.
and then he used that to buy the Dallas Mavericks.
I thought Mark
Um,
Cuban. No, never mind. I'm thinking of Bezos. Never mind.
yeah, Jeff Bezos was like you know what? All these books you can buy from China for half the price as the
You
school
said
store.
all these books, and it made
Uh,
me think of that one guy, the guy who was always like the motivational speaker guy. You know what I like more than my Ferrari? All these books. You know what I'm talking about?
all these books. Oh shit. Dude, I know I know that's a quote from something, and I can't remember exactly what it is. Micro Solutions, a computer software consulting service which he sold to CompuServe in 1990. That was his first one. But his first major business success was selling broadcast.com to Yahoo in 1999.
Hmm.
Broadcast. Yeah, I don't even think CompuServe is. Oh, CompuServe is now H&R Block. uh, it's so funny how like fucking corporate America works. They just our company's not making money anymore. What are we gonna do? Why don't we just change it from Micro Solutions to CompuServe? Genius, fucking genius. Well, CompuServe is going down now. We'll just call it H&R. Uh, Sorry, getting off topic here.
I was trying to find the name of this guy.
Mm.
Uh, I can't. It starts with a T. He was just like this guy. He always did these little freaking. He'd walk around his garage, huge garage, and he has all these fancy cars. And he's like, "Yeah, these cars are great, but I really like reading all these books." And he had like a whole wall full of books. Or he'd go show off his basketball court, and then go back to the books, and then he'd sell you his book on how to
Ty
become
Lopez.
successful. Ty Lopez. I knew it was Ty something.
Ty Ty Lopez, the entrepreneur behind Here in My Garage YouTube ad, says he likes knowledge more than material things like a Ferrari.
But he had all these
And
material
yeah,
things, so bullshit.
yeah.
I think all of that stuff was staged though. I don't think any of it was his. He
Yeah,
was
probably not.
he's kind of like
The
Lil
real
Tay.
reason yeah, like the real reason I keep this Lamborghini here is that it's a reminder that dreams are still possible.
Who bought bankrupt retail brands and face SEC charges for multi-million-dollar Oh, okay. He was running a Ponzi scheme. Makes sense. That's how he got that Ferrari. Okay.
So Ty Lopez credits his viral $100 million YouTube ad to good copywriting.
Good copywriting. Okay, we got way off topic with Ty
Uh,
Lopez.
yeah.
You just said something that made me think of him.
His infamous 2015 YouTube ad has earned him north of $100 million.
Just one ad earned that much money? Does that count
That's
for like
crazy.
the ad getting people to buy his book though?
I mean, I think that's how he made his 100 million. Is everybody was like, "Oh fuck, this
Did
guy's
he
a
actually
genius.
get like charged with
I want to
running a
buy his
Ponzi
book."
scheme, or am I reading that wrong?
No, I don't know. I have to pay for medium.com to finish reading the rest of this article. But apparently,
Wikipedia is free.
apparently that YouTube channel now has 71 million views, titled "Here in My Garage Official."
71 million views at $71,000. All right. Good amount of money for one video.
Not bad, yeah, not bad. And then all the money he made from selling his book to people that were like, "I want to live this guy's lifestyle."
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So okay, so yeah, we've decided
Yeah.
that Austin Powers 4 is going to be shitty, and I'm not very interested in it.